Hello everyone, it is Mrs. Red here from Mrs. Red's Art Room, and today we're having a look at what is inside the November Red's Art Cart. The year is going very quickly. As always, I like to have a little teaser before we open the box. So here we go. I'm showing you the dirty side first. Here's the clean side. These are the ones I've used for the example. Any clues as to what may be inside the cart? How about we go and have a look? Alright, so here we go. This is what is inside the November Red's Art Cart. It is a pastel month. Mrs. Red doesn't really handle pastel very well. So let's start, quickly do just go through what is actually inside the cart. Now we're starting with the paper here. No, everyone's not getting a pad of the paper. This is A3. I have cut it down the middle and given everyone 2 sheets of the different colours. So two sample pieces of pastel paper. This whole pad, there's 30 sheets of it, retails for around $75. So that's the reason why I obviously couldn't put it in the cart, but it's great to be able to sample such paper as this. Then we've got our actual pastels. They're not a soft, they're not a hard, they're right in between. And they're a really good pack for, say, more beginner pastel artists to be able to give a go with. They are a Sakura brand, even though they say Novell, but they are Sakura. Then we've got our pastel pencils. So these are the Faber-Castell Pitt pastels. They are probably the Ants Pants in the pastel pencil range. So everyone receives 2 different colours of them. The kneadable eraser is purely because pastel work needs a kneadable eraser rather than, say, a rubber or a foam eraser, because you want to pick that pastel back up off the page rather than actually smear it in even more. Talking of smearing in, that is what these pastel knives are for. So everyone is receiving 2 knives, different shape ends on them, and you get little extra foam pads as well. You can hear Milo in the background. That's the Indian ringneck. I can't tell him to stop talking while I am recording, so you might hear a bit more of him. All right, let's have a look in regards to this cart and open up and experiment a bit more. Alright, so to begin with, I want to make a confession, and I think that this will actually help a lot of my art carters who do buy the carts, because I know that a lot of them are definitely not professional artists and definitely are giving things a go for the first time. So with pastels, they're not really my thing. I've never really got along with them. I have tried them in the past, more so when I was an art student back in my 20s, and I don't know whether it's the dust or the fact that I can't add detail. I do tend to like detail in both my paintings and drawings. I'm not sure what it is, but I wouldn't say that I would choose pastel as a medium. Anyone who received the August art cart, which was the urban sketching month, I actually got an urban sketcher to do the example artwork for similar reasons. As much as I would love to be out doing urban sketching, if you don't do it often, I don't think you're practicing your skills. However, when it came to finding a pastel artist that did stuff basic rather than detail, I really struggled to find someone, so I had to bite the bullet and do it myself. So what is here is really my first attempts at using pastel in, let's say, a good 20 years. So I got on YouTube, I looked at a lot of videos on basic pastel drawing with soft pastel. And I recommend my art carters to do the same. Don't just, absolutely watch the one that I've done, but also watch some others as well, because you'll just pick up a few tips, and it's not as frightening as I thought it was going to be. So in regards to these, this is the first one I gave a go, and you can see that it's a bit speckly, and that is because if I just put it up there, you can see those little dots all through it. That is my hairspray. So as much as I thought that you hairspray over the top of pastel so that it that it's set, that it's sealed, and that's not a cheap hairspray either. So I was really disappointed at that. So the one that I did for filming the YouTube video and the example in the cart is this one here. But you can see the difference straight away in that I have already progressed with my pastel work. I have not sprayed this one at all. I'm going to leave it as is. But it is a great example, everyone, that even myself, who you may think has tried everything and may also be good at everything, is not. Pastel is not my thing. I did enjoy doing this. Would I go back to it? Yeah, we'll see. All right, so under here is what we're going to experiment with. So I'll just put these away and we will get on with a little bit of experimenting. Okay, I'm not winning noise-wise. It's a beautiful day on the Gold Coast. We had a lot of rain last week and everyone in the valley is out mowing their lawns today. So you've got the Indian ringneck talking, and then you've got lawn mowers as well. Anyway, I shall move forward. I'm not going to spend too much time on this because I really think it's better to watch the YouTube video on my palm tree in the sunset, as well as other basic tutorials on using the soft pastels. So these ones here, like I explained before, are they're not soft, they're not hard. I'm going to basically just do a very, very quick demo with, actually I might go for the greens because I didn't actually use them in the sunset. So I'm just going to start. Lots of different ways of using pastels. Obviously you can use it quite softly and do some very, very fine soft lines. You can also use it on the side. However, anyone that was using it on their side had actually broken them in half so that they didn't have such a big stick. I don't want to break them, they look too nice. So, and I also found that I didn't get the coverage. You're not getting so much coverage on the side like that. I ended up using them like this. Sorry for the screechy sound that you can hear, can't avoid that. And then before you start smearing this, you use your other colours as well. So you're putting down all your colours together. And that's actually making a nicer colour in there as well. Well, I'm not going to go on too much because I know that probably sounds awful. So you actually use your fingers a lot in this as well to get that colour going, blending it into the paper. Now obviously when you change colours, you change fingers as well. So why did I include pastel knives if I'm asking you to use your fingers? Well, there is a reason for that as well. So there we go, that is a simple use of using the pastels as they are. Then I might just stop the video, clean my finger before I go on. Okay, I have clean fingers again now. It doesn't take much to get that pastel back off. So what you would do and what you'll see in my video is that you actually go over again with your pastels over this and keep smearing, because this is the first layer, and pastels, I think, tends to be a bit more about providing layers. So I'm just going to move on to the pastel pencils now. So I guess these are great for your fine details. You can actually be very, very, oh, I don't think you can see that. Yeah, you can see that little line. Again, I haven't had a lot of experience with the pastel pencils, although they're very nice to use and they look gorgeous in their wood casing. They are for your details, and I used that in the waves in the sunset, just to get those waves happening. So there was a dark blue there as well, which you will see me use in the black of the palm tree. So and I guess they're also there we go. You can also sign your name with a pastel pencil rather than using the soft pastels. So these guys, these are great. yes, they're plastic because they're cheaper than buying the timber ones, and I'm not actually sure whether you can buy timber ones for pastels. So again, these are the two that I have used for the sunset artwork. The black one was purely to go through the shadows in the water, and all I did, I laid the black down, and then I was just dabbing, and you obviously getting a fair bit of chalk back up onto the little foam pad, but it just softens things out. So yes, you can use them to actually blend, but your finger actually works a lot better. And I think you're just able to push more down into it by using your finger as well. But you can extend your pastel drawing out to the side with these as well. So obviously, again, when you're using your fingers, you're using different fingers for different colours, and you get 5 of these little pads with each of the pastel knives. Now the other thing that I found out about these knives, that without your little foam attachment, these can be used with paint. So they can be used as a palette knife as well, or put the little foam attachment on and you can use it with your pastels. Just last, your kneadable eraser. I know that you received one of these in your urban sketching kit as well, but you can never have enough of these things. This is purely just to be able to pick up any of that pastel dust. I know it's not really obvious to see, but you can see that I've picked it up on there. It's a bit more obvious out there, and might be able to pick up some of that black too. Yeah, so you're just putting it to a fine point and being able to pick up little bits and pieces. But seriously, everyone, if you're like struggling to breathe as soon as you open this pack and you go, oh, pastels, I don't know if I'm good with pastels, I don't know, please have a go with it. Watch a few YouTube videos and then have a go with it. Use both sides of your paper. Don't be shy to do that. Just put a piece of blank paper down underneath it once you've used one side. Experiment with it. Experiment with other papers as well, but these are a pastel paper. Everyone have fun. Please show me on social media your results as well. Get into the Red's Art Cart group page on Facebook and show me your results there. And anyone else who's interested as well, just go to the website mrsredsartroom.com and have a look at what the art subscription is all about. Enjoy, everyone, and I can't wait to see all your artworks. Bye.